Hi, my name is Bruce Su. I'm with Patterson School for International Commerce and Diplomacy. I'm taking the course DIP 700 with Dr. Robert Farley. And today I want to introduce a book written by Professor Fanglin Wang from Georgia Tech of Institute of Technology in the regard of the rise of China. The book's name is called The China Order, Centralia, and the World Empire and the Nature of Chinese Power. And what does the rise of China mean or represent, and how the international community can respond to such historic and defined event in our human history? With the long history of China, that Dr. Fanglin Wang provided a simple but powerful framework for understanding the nature of a persistent and also the consistent rising of China and its implications of the current global order. And he argues that China's idealization and the tradition of political governance and world power, aka the China order, is based on a imperial state of Confucian legalism and historically examined by Qing Han dynasties throughout the long history of China, claiming that a mandate of heaven to unify and govern the whole known world, also known as 天下 in Chinese. The China order dominated the Eastern and the Eurasian continent as a world empire for more than 2 millennia, up until 19th century, which called by the century of humiliation by most Chinese population. Since 1949, the People's Republic of China has been a reincarnate the Qing Han policy without the traditional China order. Finding that's kind of the whole PRC is being stuck in the endless struggle against the current world order and also its neighboring countries such as South China Sea with Philippines, Vietnam, and also in Eastern China Sea with North Korea and U.S. allies such as Japan, Taiwan in the region. And it seems like inevitable with the rise of China that the CCP, the Communist Party of China, wants a daring change in terms of reshaping the world order with the China order. Dr. Wang also offers news discoveries and assessments about the true golden eras of Chinese civilizations, explains the great East and West divergence between the China and the Europe, especially with the Sinocentric view, and compare with the Treaty of Westphalia to really indicate the divergence and similarities somehow between those two systems that largely influenced China and the West. And he also provided an analysis that the China Dream also carried out by the Project Asia Infrastructure Investment Project to really connect the world view in a way how China sees the world. And much of the current Chinese foreign policies are also based on such framework suggested by Dr. Wang, also called the China Order, which I really encourage this book can be added to our summer reading list for next year. Just because as a student of diplomacy, that I think China has the most complicated diplomatic relationship in the world, given this geographic location and geoeconomic development in the region and beyond. I think it's a great resource for people to be informed as well. This is a different perspective from most readings we would acquire from non-Chinese writers writing about China. I believe it could give a refreshing and interesting perspective for our readings. And thank you for listening, and have a good one. Thank you.